Right, I need to make a corner for the boards that go on the bottom of the bed. So, you see I've already cut a couple of biscuits on there. I put a temporary piece on site, I can't find that, but... imagine that. But the same thickness as that, so that's too fat. But it's going to be a corner piece that goes on like that. You know, like I say, only that thickness. So I've got this offcut. This is the only offcut I've got that's suitable. It's got this big split in the end, but I only need to about there. So I'm going to cut and plane this and spray it. The other option you see is putting this together, is like that, and then you see the felt on the end. I could cut the felt back so that these pieces join together. That doesn't really work for me. The other way around, just like that. That doesn't really work. So as always, just to make it easier to go across the saw, I'll straighten one edge. I might as well square one edge as well. So that's one square straight edge. Flip that over, so that's there. That's going to go against the fence and down to the bed. Pick up my pencil. Half pencils, not screw fix. Now I want very slightly fatter than that, and it don't need to be any higher than that. So, blade just poking through, and I want a little bit thicker than that. That way then when I cut it, I can take a millimetre off this side, but then I can also take a millimetre off this side because I get those planing marks. You can almost see them there. That's where I paused as I run over the machine to move my hands, and it's polished the wood. The blades have polished the wood. Right, so I've still got my two planer marks. I've got two sawn edges now. So what I'll do is put it through the machine, and there's the little thing there that lifts up. I only need enough to take the saw mark off. first, take them off. Right, so that'll do me just a fraction proud. I don't mind that because I'm going to put a bit of a round on this edge, I think, and this should be square. It's pretty good. Right, I'm just going to sand this round and spray it. I only need 2 sides, but I need to just overlap a little bit. So then that. It's going to go like that. I want a little bit to go over the top, so I've left this off. I'm trying to bounce spray off there. I think it'll be alright. Alright, 10 minutes, I'll give it another coat. I've changed my mind about this. I want to be able to get in there, so just put a screw on. Then I just need I'm just going to use 320 paper. Right, top coat time. quite good. Can't see them staples at all. Good. If I don't put this on, this spray, this glue takes a moment to dry. If I do put this on, it'll be instant and there's no coming back from that. So go for it, huh? That was alright. Yeah. Yeah. No. 5 minutes. bit of a nightmare that. This one's nice and tight, but this one is just a fraction off. I think it'll be okay, but I don't like it. I wanted it tight up. Right, so all that panelling's on. What I'm doing is just assessing the situation for the top. And that wall, it's only, what, 2 or 3 mil out. It's pretty straight. So I'm just going to cut it straight with tracksaw. And I'm going to cut it 5 mil over so that I can scribe it to the wall and fit it in properly. We're going to be finishing almost flush. Normally I'd give it a bit of a nose in, but they want it flush. Not my choice, so. Right, so because that wall's pretty straight and my timber's straight at the front, I decided to just cut this in one parallel piece to the exact size. Like I say, just hanging up, just a fraction. Right, now I need to scribe back here. See, I'm 5 mil out there. I put a bit of masking tape on so I can put a pencil mark on. But what I've got here is 129, 128, and there I've got 127, 126, 127, which means that my corner there's a couple of mil out of square. But what I'll do is cut it to this so that this goes all the way back, scribe that to that size, the 129 or whatever it is, and then if this is standing forward of this, big hammer time, just tap it a millimetre either way. Right, so I don't need to scribe it because I've just cut it. I'm going to cut it straight with tracksaw, but that to the pencil mark's 129, and then that's 129 to that pencil mark, so that should follow the wall. Should. Right, so my fraction over there. Fraction over there. A little bit tight down there with a very small gap. And I'm just a little over here. But like I was saying, this was 127, 129, so that's sticking out a bit. So that's going to get persuaded to go back a bit. I think I'll just take a cat's cock hair off this edge here, just so that it moves over a little bit more. So I don't want that over there. I prefer it like that is there. That's better. That's better. Find somewhere sticking them back. I should have stapled them from the other side first. We'll see. Bit of glue maybe. Right, because it fits quite well and I don't want to climb up underneath there to put screws in. I'm just going to glue it down and put some weight on it maybe. Right, time for the bed frame to go in. Just going to put 2 screws in, some screws in here, got them in here somewhere. Put screws with cups on so the screws don't go in too far. Right, this top one's going to get fixed, a couple of screws, same as the bottom one, and then this is sort of how I want all these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 spaces. Shove all those up. I shove all those up like that. And divide that 530 by 14, and I'll cut a little splicer block. Right, I've got this stuff, webbing. I'm going to staple it down either side like that. Right, so it's stapled at that end. I better just move my packer down. I've just put one staple in this end, same distance out. Just helps me to get it straight. Done it before, and you end up like that. Right, I didn't get a chance to film all this, so I was a bit in a hurry, and there was a man looking over my shoulder. Those two panels were full panels, and then the piece went down there. The doors. Like I will. I made these so they open. So looking quite good. Somebody's dropped some on that one, but 2 years later, I can't really see any damage. Unlike this, somebody else ended up building this. I was gonna. There's a mark on the top somewhere here. There you go. Look. Oil did that, you know, these incense oils. And if you look at the edge of this, it's all chipped. That's why I use this PU paint. Let's look at that. Not a mark on it, apart from that. So, there you go.